Hey everybody, welcome to this pole class about handstands. We're going to do all different kinds of handstands using the pole. So you don't have to be able to do a freestanding one because we have this thing to help us balance. We're going to use different start positions like facing the pole, back to the pole, twisty grip positions, all using the floor. Make sure you have done a very good warming up, and maybe you have done one of the special warming ups for handstands in a video that you can also find on this platform. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is a press-up handstand. And this is also a conditioning thing. So if you don't have it right now, it's a very good thing to practice anyway because it gets your shoulders and your back really warm. What we're going to do, we're going to face the pole. We're going to place both hands in the triangle with the pole. And as always, in a handstand, you want to have your hands right underneath your shoulders. You're not a bodybuilder, so it's not out there. Hands are under the shoulders. Then I'm going to walk in with my feet. Depending on your flexibility, you can walk in a little bit closer, or you have to kind of stay here and then it will be more of a strength thing. So everybody is different. What you want to do is walk in as much as you can, really pike the body, and try to find this area between the shoulder blades and place that on the pole. We're going to push through the pole, and as a counterweight, we want to lift the legs. So hands in a triangle, rolling in, feet as close as I can, lifting them preferably sideways, and go up. As you can see, when I'm upside down, I'm not freestanding, I'm really resting my butt on the pole. If you want, you can of course practice freestanding here. Not the point of the class. I'm trying to find cool shapes here. So what you can do is, for example, open for splits. You can even practice splits by some kicks here. Or you can really arch your back and squeeze the knees. Look at your hands and try to find a cute position there. With your knees crossed, maybe one leg straight, one leg on the pole. There's lots of options. So that, as I said, it's a very good practice. It's a good thing to do when you start your class, for example, or you start your own training, because it warms up the shoulders. Really important all the time, really pressing out from the shoulders, extending the arms, and as I said, have the hands and the elbows and the shoulders in a straight line, and make sure that the hands are not out there but right underneath your shoulders. Now, there's lots of different options. This is just one way. If you want to get stronger in that press up, one of the ways you can train that is going down. So if you feel that you need a little help from a friend, or you need a little jump when you go up, that's all right. You can practice getting stronger when you go down with the legs, almost to the point where you can't hold it, and then you go back up. So what does that look like? I'm going to find my start position again, rolling up, maybe take a little jump or have a little bit of a help from a friend when you go up here. And then when I go back, I'm going to press my shoulders onto the pole again, rotating the hips, bring the legs down as much as you can, and then bring them back up. Maybe close, maybe find another position. Let's do that a few times. Shoulders on the pole, roll down as much as you can, and back up. That is a very good way to get stronger. It's called negative training because you're using the same muscles when you go down slowly as you would when you would go up. So that is a very good start. If you feel your wrists, this would be a moment to, for example, relax the wrists a little bit extra. So let's get started with this start position, this start basic handstand. Let's practice. All right, now I hope you're warmed up. Let's face the other way. We're going to do a handstand in that direction. We're going to place our hands on the floor. We're going to bend over and take one leg, place that on the pole, and use it to push up into a handstand. You see I have to extend my leg a little bit. Now make sure that you keep your body weight facing forward towards the pole because you have that foot to balance. That is kind of a cute position. You have different options for the legs, and it's a good way again to practice a handstand position without really having to do a freestanding handstand. Now this in itself is a cute position, but we can make it cooler by going into a full split, if you have a full split. So what I want to do is place my hands so far away that I can extend the leg here. To measure that, you might want to do this. So this is going to be the length that I want to be away. I have to place my hands more or less in this area. You want to dance in, if you ever use this into in a show or in an act, make sure you dance into it or use it as a start position. But I'm going to place the hands pretty far away. I'm going to, with a lot of charm and poise here, I'm trying to place the leg on the pole, and then the other one goes over to walk out a little bit, over, and open as much as you can. It's pole dancing, it's not gymnastics, so you can even unsquare your split and open up. Here. Now to get out of this, you want to bend the leg that's on the pole and lean a little bit on the opposite hand, and then bring the free leg under and slide out of it. So we're doing handstand and handstand transitions here. So when you do that, there's a moment that you're gonna have one leg on the pole, the other leg made a circle, goes underneath the straight leg. You kinda wanna make a jazz slide out of it. So if I do that a little bit faster, I'll rotate a little bit. Place the leg on the pole. Practice your split or your handstand or another shape here. And then circle the leg to the side, lean onto that arm, slide under and open, and maybe rotate out into floor work. So that would be a handstand that you can do if you are facing that direction. If this going up with one foot on the pole, if that's scary, you could of course choose to invert, place the hands on the pole and walk it out a tiny little bit. That's another option. So again, let's practice.
Get no love. I can get no luck. Yeah. 'Cause with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Try to set you free. Yeah. Try to let it be. But with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Some say love is like sparks and dynamite. I just wanna lay low. What if we could try tone it down a while? Keep us steady afloat. But you got that trouble running through your veins. When I ask for no more, you go.
So I hope that worked. I have one more handstand in this video that is in the same category, stomach facing pole. Again, there's different ways to get into this. You could do an invert, or you could do, for example, a cartwheel in. I'm going to cartwheel in, placing my hands behind the pole, so I would end up facing this area towards the camera. There. So when I'm doing this one, I could have just done an invert and open the leg sideways, or cartwheel into it. Now I want to lean a little bit more to one side and catch the pole with my opposite leg. So I'm leaning to left, catching the pole with my right foot. That becomes my right hand, becomes my free hand, and I can catch under the knee, rotate out of it. There. So what's happening is that when you are upside down in a handstand, you want to bring the body weight onto one arm. The result is that the other hand becomes a free hand. You can move that one around. You can only move things when there's no body weight on it. So that hand goes under the knee. Could be true grip, could be cup grip. I prefer cup grip. That knee is hooking the pole, so that is where your body weight is at that point. So it's not super heavy to lean onto one hand. And then the other leg goes with a big swing around the pole, and then you can grab into a chopper or V position that would still be spinning. Now if I do that a little bit faster, doing it from the cartwheel, you get this combination. Cartwheel in, hook, one leg, and up, and open. If I do that on the spinning pole, I can keep spinning in the V chopper position. Let's do exactly the same thing. Now you have to imagine the moment I go into my cartwheel and directly catch with the second leg, that would be my right in my case, the pole starts spinning, so you have to be aware of that. Catch with the knee, place the free hand under the knee right away, and open up into your chopper. So, open, catch, hand, and chopper. Rotate out of it. So that will be a handstand transition. That could be a funny start on the spinning pole. You don't have to do the spinning pole part, you can also practice the other part. By the way, it used to be called the snap and turn, and it's a pretty old school transition. Let's practice. Alright, so now let's move on to the handstand start position. That might be very familiar for a lot of people, but I have different options for you. So I'm talking about this one, where one hand is in a twisty grip in the pole, you're using your shoulder to press against the pole as an extra balance point, and the other hand is on the floor. Now if you start here, you can curl up, roll up, straddle up, jump up, there's lots of options. I prefer straddles because I'm flexible in that direction. and it looks nice. But you can of course also just use the curl from here, knees into your chest, up and roll up. For all these options, you have to make sure that your body is in the end is in a straight line right beside the pole. You can use the pole as a ruler here. You can make sure that you keep everything really close because that's where you are in balance. Now also use that shoulder as an extra pressure point. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can actually do it without the shoulder, so you can open and close the body. In this case, I'm talking about this, up. Then I'm going to free the shoulder and rotate towards the camera and maybe go back even. You can also try different leg positions. And one of the options that I want to give you is this, where I go with one shoulder in front of the pole, grab the pole with my knees and ankles, and then you can be on one hand. This only works because I have a lot of pressure in my ankles there. This could be nice if you are more flexible in your back than I am. Right. So the trick is the outside leg, I'll do that with my booty facing you guys next, but the outside leg is going cross over the other one, and then I'm going to slightly bend the knees and squeeze the pole between my lower legs. So if I do that this direction, very nice, straddling up, here, squeeze, and squeeze the ankles and squeeze the pole. And now I'm using that arm to have a little bit of pressure, make sure that I don't fall over. Up, 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 like that. So that is a one-armed handstand starting in that twisty grip position. There's lots of different things to do, but what I want to show you is two different ways to go into that twist as well, so making it a little bit more complicated. So one of them is cartwheeling in, and to do that cartwheel, I have to grab the pole with my arm that will be my top arm, so in my case right. I'm going to cartwheel and bring the free hand over to the opposite side. So I used to do the cartwheel before like that, now I have one hand in the pole already. Stepping in with the right arm, same arm as the one that's on the pole. Other arm goes all the way over, but it has to go there where my shoulder would be in the same line. So don't place it too far out because that's not going to work. Place it kind of close enough to the pole to make a nice handstand. Lift the free leg up because that's where your body weight is going, and lift yourself to the opposite side. So if I do that, look at this. So that's a handstand in a twisty grip position, but now my legs are all behind the pole, and I could even go into an inside leg hang, for example, like that. So that's one option to go into that handstand, twist grip handstand on the floor, but in a completely different way. So you could like dance into it. There's another option that I want to show you, and that is from a princess grip, twist grip, shoulder mount position, and that's a little hop. It's also something that you can do higher in the pole if you want to go into your twist grip handstand somewhere over there. What does it look like? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to grab the pole with my top arm, again my right arm there, but now it's already in twist. Shoulder is on the pole. I like my right shoulder for my shoulder mount. And then the other arm goes behind. So I move over, looks like this. I'm going to lift the hips up. You can do that with two legs at the same time, just pressing on the floor and lifting the legs up into a straddle. Like that. Could be a fun way to start any combination in the pole anyway. Now, if you are already there, upside down, what you want to do is move the hips up. Again, try to find air time. Hop up with the hips. And then there is a moment where you are weightless. And only in the weightless moments you can do something dynamic. And that's the moment where you place the lower hand that was on the pole on the floor. Looks like this. I'm going up, hips up, hand on the floor. Like that. And you see that that handstand position is exactly the same one as the one that I did with the cartwheel before. Now, to do this fast, you can only do this one if you do it fast. So these kind of dynamic moves, you have to go for it. But you can definitely practice the hopping up, and you can have somebody, for example, when that's allowed, to lift the hips up. And what you want to do is first, you are kind of in a rounded back position. The moment you decide to place the hand on the floor, you want to look down and see where the hand is going. So if I do it from the side, do it once more, you get this, princess grip position, lifting the hips up, and hop, look at the floor. So that, I can also go back, up, is a pretty fast moment. You go from there to hop, hand on the floor. Be prepared to carry a little bit of the body weight on the hand. But the good thing about it is that most of your body weight is in the straight arm, in the shoulder. For most people, that is the strong arm anyway. So, a little bit from that side, one more time. Kicking up and hop. There you go. And again, now you are in that twisty grip handstand. And you can do things to go up. Oh, I'm stuck. So you can do different things to get out of it again. But the whole point of it is that there's different ways to go into that handstand instead of just the normal kicking up one. Let's practice.
I can't get no love. I can't get no luck. Yeah. 'Cause with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Try to set you free. Yeah. Try to let it be. But with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Some say love is like sparks and dynamite. I just wanna lay low. What if we could try tone it down a while? Keep us steady afloat. But you got that trouble running through your veins. When I ask for no more, you go all insane. Tried everything, but you just make the same. Trouble, 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 yeah.
All right, I hope that worked. Now we're going to move on from starting on the floor. We are going to have start positions in the pole. So I'm going to use the genie, this move with both knees the same side of the pole. And I'm going to use that as a start position. Now, of course, there's different ways you can go into your genie. That's not the point of this class. Choose your own favorite one. But if I want to go into my first handstand here, I could, for example, just start with this one that I've done before. Grab the pole with my inside leg, rotate around, and go into my genie. I'll rotate a little bit more so you can see. So in this case, I'm going to have my right hand right between the knees. My right knee is down, and the left hand is going to be on the floor. So I'm leaning to the side. My ear goes really close towards the knee, and I'm trying to get this free hand on the floor. Maybe you're a little bit too high, just put it down. And put your body weight on the hand. Now we can free the top leg and place the toe on the pole. Kind of like a fun spidery handstand here. And then I can also extend the lower leg. Could theoretically also extend the top leg, but I like this shape a little bit more. That would be handstand number 1 from your genie. Want to go out of it? Bend the knee, grab with the top leg, and pull yourself up and over. That's handstand number 1. I have more. So for the next one, we're going to have, again, you want to have your flexible leg as your lower leg. If you want to find another way to go into a genie, I like to jump into this one with a spin. Hop, rotate, genie. Now, flexible leg is down because I'm going to find a split. I'm going to place my same arm, right arm, around the knee, and I'm going to have my left hand on the floor. So that's the outside hand, outside shoulder. Again, move down a little bit. Find the floor. And now I'm going to really squeeze the pull into my chest, extend the top leg, find my split. Here, like that. Holding the balance here is a bit of a trick, so you really want to feel what you're doing. Want to go back, bend the lower knee, bend the top knee. There we go, and well, find a funny way to go out of it. So that one is something where you really want to squeeze your knee into your chest, really want to find the balance. Because if you're off balance, you don't really have anything to hold on, you're going to fall out of it. So for this one, it's even more important to have your wrist, elbow and shoulder stacked right underneath where your body weight is. So make sure you pay attention to where you are, and then you extend the legs. By the way, you can also do this variation on your elbow. So if you like elbow handstands a little bit more than normal handstands, want to do this one on the elbow. That was number 2. We have 3. As I said, there's a third one. And that one I actually have to be with my opposite genie. So I'm going to the other side. That's the one that I jump into. So for this one, I'm going to have my strong arm on top of the pole. There's no specific reason for that, it's just personal preference. Try to find the lower arm, again, right underneath your body weight. I'm going to use my lower leg to press into the pole, so the top leg can go free, and now I'm going to extend the lower one as well. Here. You can open up even a little bit more, depending on how flexible you are, and bend the knees when you go back, climb up. So that one looks a little bit like the first one that we've done, but that one was still with the inside arm in twist in the pole. This one is really a lot of balance on your outside hand. So again, make sure that you press yourself onto that straight arm that's on the floor. Make sure you find the balance exactly in the middle, and only then you start to move the legs. Don't try to move the legs before you have your balance, because it's not working. So you have 3 options here for genie handstands. Let's practice. All right, so I hope you're doing good. I have more. We're going to move to a Russian handstand. And maybe you've seen that as Russian butterfly, Russian handstand. we're not going to have the top hand in the pole, we're going to use an elbow grip with the hand and the fingers facing down. Which is weird, it only works if you lean to the side, because that's when you have a little bit of grip there. If you're too close to the pole, this arm can move. So that's really important for Russian handstands. Now, the first one, where you still have the safety of one knee, is this one. I'm going to have my inside knee in the pole, then I'm going to have the same arm goes close to my body and then around the pole, fingers down. That's important. Now I want to place my other hand on the floor, and now to have this grip, this pressure point, I need to lean to that side. So when I lift my other leg, I have to make sure that it goes behind me to make sure I have enough grip for my inside arm. There. If that feels okay, this should feel like a normal butterfly. If it feels okay, you can try to find the balance in a split. You don't have to. Like that, like that, like that. So that's a good way to practice this grip with a butterfly position that you probably know from doing normal butterflies in the pole. There's a variation, and I like to start on the floor with this one, although it's not necessary. What we're going to do, we're going to show off a little bit of the flexibility. So I'm sitting here, going to lean to one side, and I'm going to lift up my flexible leg, in my case my right leg. Same side hand goes in the pole first, because I need something to lift that leg up and over, press the heel onto the pole. Then, with a lot of flair, I'm going to bring this arm in the hole between the leg and the pole and around, because this is going to be your Russian grip. Now, this hand has to be right underneath where my body weight goes, and to go up, I use my front of my lower foot to press into the pole, show the flexibility, and go up here. Now, what you can do is different things. You can hold it, you can also try to lean over, try to find balance. That's how far my back will go. If you're more flexible, you can go into a Mexicana handstand. But all the time, this is going to be your safety. This is where you need your the grip in the pole. So don't let go, and make sure that you all the time really engage the muscles here to make sure that you don't let go. Now, one little funny transition that I want to show you with this one, and you don't have to do the back flexibility one for it. Same thing, going in, push yourself up, lifting the leg over, up. There's a very short moment where I'm going to flip my hand up and step out of it. So from there, I only have to flip the hand up, and I'm in my twisty grip, which is a normal way for a handstand. So if you're familiar with the normal twisty grip handstand on the floor, you can step out of it at that point. Or you can go back. So I'm gonna give you one more option to get out of that handstand. Start with this one, using that flip, and then I'm going to hold it there, balance it, and bring my legs through into a split onto the floor. So that, up and over. Do whatever you want here. And up, find the balance, keep your hips really close to the pole, and try to bring the legs between the floor and yourself, basically, into a split. So that last little bit only works if you move the legs, but do not sit down with your butt, because there won't be space here. So the last little part is keeping the hips high, but the legs are moving. Open up, oh, almost got stuck, into a split. Or maybe both legs and roll back. I have lots of options here. So, maybe a little bit more advanced, but let's practice that one.
ain't get no luck. Yeah, 'cause with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Try to set you free. Yeah. Try to let it be. But with you it's trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Some say love is like sparks and dynamite. I just wanna lay low. What if we could try tone it down a while? Keep us steady afloat. But you got that trouble running through your veins. When I ask for no more, you go all insane. Tried everything, but you just make the same. Trouble, 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 yeah.
All right. So the last option that I'm going to give you is something on a spinning pole. This doesn't really work on a static. So make sure you pull the spin, and we are going into a twisty handstand again, but we're going to go over into what I call a front Marley position. Again, you might have different names for it, and spin out of it. So it's basically more about the spinning move afterwards than the handstand, but there is a handstand transition in there. So what I'm going to do, find this again, lifting up, inside leg is going to grab the pole, and my outside leg is going to kick behind me here, and I'm going to rotate until I have my elbow and armpit in the pole. And now I'm going to grab the foot. There. So that is a position in which you can kind of relax, but also try to show off your back flexibility if you have any. So, as I said, the handstand is just the start of it, but you can exaggerate this thing. So when I go up, I really want to kind of jump up or lift up, open the legs to the side, then the one leg is going to touch the pole, and the other one is where the momentum comes from. So when I jump up, I directly swing that leg behind me. One of the really confusing things for a lot of people is where to have the other arm to grab the foot. What you want to think of is keep the hand that's on the floor, keep it there for a long time. Because only if you're really lazy, you will rotate around the pole and you will find your foot automatically. If you lift it and start actively to look for the foot, you're going to be in the wrong position. So keep the lower hand, in my case my left one, on the floor. Let's do it again, and now I'm going to jump with the legs in the straddle and directly start this spin. So from all kinds of dancey things, floor work, you can go up, straddle, open, kick, hands is on the floor, and now I'm gonna grab the foot. Like that. And maybe that's another position. Ending is up to you, of course. So it's all about that handstand. So let's practice that one, and take 2 minutes for a practice. So those are all the handstands for today. I was trying to make a combination of all the different handstands that are possible with a pole, and there are so many of them. So this is just a little subset of all the possibilities. But if you start using these ones, you will probably find your own as well. So enjoy and hope to see you next time.